What's going on, everybody? This is Nick Lawson from Squad Sports, and this is big episode number 156, your sports sponsorship tip of the week. Excited to be back. Sorry for the 2-week hiatus. Got a little bit sick. 1-year-old got sick, wife got sick, and then I got sick. So it took a little back. But I do like taking a pause on these things. And the reason why is because as I take a pause, I sometimes, the ideas start really coming through and flowing here. So, sorry it was 2-week hiatus on the content, but I'm really excited for this one. There's been a decent amount of content that's been posted just about kind of mascots and their salaries lately, which I think is fascinating. Some people just think, hey, that's just a person in a suit. That person is an entertainer. And I've talked about this with Rich on the Inches podcast before. Your mascot can be a valuable thing in sponsorship, especially if you build that mascot reputation, connection, character. Maybe character is not the right word. The word I'm kind of going toward is like their swag, right? Like who they are, their personality, right? Like if you can build that with content, it's an amazing piece that we talk about our players, we talk about our game day, but mascot, very rarely do people dislike the team's mascot, especially if they're putting it the right way. Think of the Philly Fanatic, think of Benny the Bull, think of, all these great mascots. Gritty was an amazing addition there. So the tip of the week this week, though, is sponsors want to be a part of that. Of course, you can do content around that. Of course, you can do branded content around that. But I want to take it a step further. Have your partner that's looking to reach families sponsor an activation that's this. This will be called, for lack of creativity, the mascot visit, right? Mascot meetup, maybe. Maybe pregame. I have beef with pregame. Not a lot of fans in their seats. Maybe first quarter. First quarter, have a QR code up that says, hey, let's say this is the Chicago Bulls. Hey, Benny the Bull is looking to meet some great fans today. Scan this QR code and enter your seat, your name, your email, your seat number, and your section number. And Benny might come visit you, right? Brought to you by car sponsor, hotel sponsor, healthcare sponsor. Fans scan, they're entering their information. There's your lead capture, right? Have them opt into some pieces, right? Secondarily, you're probably reaching families. Nothing like having a mascot come over to a section for a kid. Third, you'll be able to take that data and segment it. You'll be able to understand section by section who likes to engage with the mascot. You're building an audience by section. Then, obviously, the mascot can't go to every section, but throughout the third quarter, just have a list. Hey, we're going to go visit this seat number. We're going to go visit this seat number. We're going to go visit this seat number. Pull the camera on it. Hey, Benny's making his Mascot Meetup visits. Right now, it's in section 222 at seat 3. Say hey to the camera. Boom, we're adding those pieces to it. It's content in-game. You're sending your mascot where they want to be engaged with. And the most vital thing of this is when a sponsor comes to sponsor a mascot or be a part of a mascot sponsorship, now they're getting email leads that they can go engage with. If those fans have opted in, you go back to them and say, hey, thanks so much for doing the mascot meetup. Did Benny make it by? Yes, Benny made it by. It was amazing. Thanks so much. Really appreciate it. Awesome. If you're ever in the market for a new car, I'm Dave, but would love to see you at the next game. Anyways, no, the mascot didn't make it by. Great. Next time you go to a game, send me a note. I'm gonna let the mascot know to come by, almost like the insider deal, right? I'm gonna help you out here. I'm gonna make sure that Benny comes by that seat next time you go to that game, right? And of course, there's gonna be mechanisms in there where you're gonna get replies. Hey, we're going next Wednesday. Here's our seat. Thanks so much. What that does though is it builds the reciprocity in the follow-up. The follow-up is not buy a new car. Or sign up for our healthcare or sign up for our bank. The follow-up is, hey, thanks for playing. Thanks for engaging with this. Did Benny make it by? If Benny made it by, amazing. That's great. If Benny didn't make it by, right? Hey, I'm going to help you out here. I'm going to build this relationship with you. I'm going to get Benny to come over. I'm actually going to be at that game too. Let's meet up as well, right? Come by our booth. Come check out our booth when you're at the game as well. I got a little special keychain for you, whatever that may be, right? So again, as we really start to think through these we can't just be like, hey, you're the mascot sponsor, right? We have to really think about what are ways that we're going to utilize the personality of that mascot, the lovability of that mascot, but also be able to earn some emails, but also be able to generate some leads for some authentic re-engagement. That's what brands are looking for, right? That's why brands pay so much for sports sponsorship compared to any others, is the relationships around that excitement that they can build. The relationship that, the lovability of a mascot is an easy thing to piggyback off of to build into that relationship. Again, hey, let me help you out. Come by our section. Actually, come by in the third quarter. Benny's going to be by our booth the entire third quarter. You don't even have to say, hey, I'm going to hook you up and have Benny come through. You can even have the car dealership just reach back out and be like, hey, next game you're at, Benny always comes, last 2 minutes and hangs out at our booth. Come by our booth. I have a special gift for you too. Somebody's going to do that. It's almost like the hookup, right? And again, think about what that builds for a car dealership. Oh yeah, Greg reached out and said, we got to go by the booth because Benny's going to be there and he has something special for us. Now you're driving people directly to the booth. They don't even have to collect the email. Hey, I'm so-and-so, you emailed me about coming by the booth to see Benny. Oh, that's great. Good to meet you. Yeah, let me get you a keychain here. Let me just write down your name, on this pad so I make sure that, I know who I got the keychain to. Great, here. Talk to me about, cars. You looking for a new car? Oh, you just bought one? Okay, great. No problem. Totally get it. I still want to stay connected with you. I'm always here at the game. Let's stay connected. Come by anytime Benny comes by and last 2 minutes of the third quarter, right? That's an amazing sponsorship package that really takes somebody from, I don't know this. I always talk about this on not the Inches podcast, but on the tip of the week. Taking somebody from, I don't know you, or I don't have a connection with, let's say, Hyundai, Ford, Toyota dealership, so I don't know you. And that takes you to, I'm connected with you, I'm engaged with you, right? I have a relationship with you. And we're utilizing the mascot to be able to do that, to tap into that fandom, that connection that they have with the mascot. So that's your tip of the week this week. Again, first quarter, scan the QR code, have Benny come by, type in your information, boom, 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 or whoever, Philly Fanatic, Gritty, whoever it is, boom, 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 collecting information. Quick follow-up from that, lead generation sponsor. Hey, did Benny come by? No, he didn't. Great, come by the booth, right? Now we're building in steps, trigger moments to build relationships with that partner, whoever they may be, a bank, a credit union, a car dealership, whoever that may be. So that's your tip of the week this week. I'm really excited about this campaign. If I was part of a sports team, I'd run this right now because I think thousands and thousands and thousands of emails would be generated. And the cool thing is, Mascot's already making his rounds. This is the last piece on this. Mascot's already making his rounds. It's not like you have to have a prize to earn this. The prize is the mascot coming and doing what they were already going to do in the third quarter. That's the prize. That's the amazing thing. You don't have to have a prize associated with it. That is the prize, right? So it's such a low lift. I mean, obviously, again, you got to have the mascot come through, but what's the mascot doing in the third quarter anyways, or the fourth quarter, or whenever you want to run this, right? And they're actually going to people who actually want to engage with them. So that's your tip of the week this week. This is just a no-brainer. It's just a no-brainer to tie mascot, drive email leads, and be able to engage there. But that's your tip of the week this week. Thanks so much, everybody, for tuning in. And remember, keep pushing those limits within sports partnerships.